The Federal Reserve is concerned that a second wave of infections around year's end will result in another round of social distancing and further damage to the economy, while the WHO made clear Wednesday that the pandemic is far from over after countries around the world collectively reported the largest daily increase in coronavirus cases so far. Apple and Google have released contract tracing technology and 3 U.S. states have committed to using it. Ford continues to face disruptions, with a Chicago plant reopening and closing twice in 24 hours after 2 workers tested positive. This is CNBC's live blog covering all the latest news on the coronavirus outbreak. This blog will be updated throughout the day as the news breaks. The data above was compiled by Johns Hopkins University, 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time. YouTube advertisers in April mostly ran non-COVID related ads on the platform. An executive said 80% of the ads that we saw in April were not COVID related, they were straight-up ads, said Tara Walpert Levy, VP of Agency and Media Solutions at Google and YouTube. She said generally, COVID-themed ads did not perform any better than regular ads on the site. The company looked at factors like what people watched and how they engaged, as well as brand metrics like consideration or brand preference. Surprisingly, YouTube found that COVID-specific ads performed no better or worse than regular ads. Mangan 6:28 p.m. Eastern Time, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin told the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday that furloughed workers aren't eligible for unemployment if they refuse an offer to return to a prior job. That's generally true, but the CARES Act carved out a few reasons someone can refuse a job offer and still collect benefits, needing to care for a sick family member or a child whose school has closed, for example. States will likely interpret eligibility differently, experts said. Putting workers back on payroll is a key provision of the Paycheck Protection Program, which offers forgivable loans to small businesses. Many workers, primarily low to moderate income individuals, can potentially earn more from unemployment than a prior job. Greg Iacurci 6:14 p.m. Eastern Time, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has asked President Donald Trump to wear a mask when he visits a Ford Motor factory in Ypsilanti on Thursday. In an open letter, Nessel said Trump has a legal responsibility under state law to wear a mask, CNBC's Dan Mangan reports. Trump has previously not worn a mask in public, and the White House is going to make its own determination as to whether he will wear one, according to Ford. Hannah Miller 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time, Apple released a software update on Wednesday, iOS 13.5, which makes it easier to use an iPhone with a face mask on. The iPhone's facial recognition system, Face ID, cannot unlock a phone if the user's mouth and nose are covered.